Discipline isn't about pushing harder, it's about choosing better. Most people think discipline means forcing yourself to grind, hustle, and push until you're exhausted. But real discipline, the kind that lasts, the kind that elevates you, the kind that builds a life that you are proud of, isn't built through pressure, it's built through alignment, clarity, and consistency. Burnout comes from forcing yourself into a life that doesn't match your energy. Discipline comes from building a life that supports your energy. And when you learn the difference, everything changes. This is Elevate Daily with Lucy, and it's nice having you here. I would like to implore you to like, subscribe, and share this podcast among your network if you find this very interesting or very supportive of your growth. Kai had always admired marathon runners. He loved the idea of discipline, of endurance, of pushing limits. So one year he signed up for a marathon with no real training plan, just motivation and ambition. For the first few weeks, he ran every day, hard, fast, determined, but by week 3, his knees hurt. His energy crashed and his motivation evaporated. He quit, frustrated and disappointed. Months later, he met a seasoned runner at a cafe. Kai confessed, I tried to train for a marathon, but I burned out. The runner smiled. You didn't burn out because you trained, you burned out because you tried to become a marathoner in 3 weeks. He continued, discipline isn't about intensity, it's about sustainability. You don't build endurance by sprinting every day, you build it by showing up in a way your body can maintain. That conversation changed everything for Kai. He started small, 10 minutes a day, then 15, then 20. He rested when he needed to. He listened to his body. He built slowly, intentionally, sustainably. A year later, he crossed the marathon finish line not because he pushed harder, but because he learned how to pace himself. Your discipline works the same way. It's not about force. Never, never, never. It's about rhythm. Discipline begins with clarity. You can't stay disciplined when you're unclear about what you're building. Clarity means knowing what matters most, why it matters, what success looks like for you, what you're willing to commit to, and what you're no longer willing to tolerate. Clarity creates direction, direction creates discipline. Burnouts comes from misalignment, not effort. So today it's very important that you align yourself to where you're headed. People don't burn out because they're doing too much. They burn out because they're doing too much of what drains them and not enough of what fuels them. Misalignment sounds like I should do this, people expect me to do that. I don't want to fall behind, people expect this from me. Alignment sounds like this supports who I'm becoming, this feels right for my energy, this works for me, this moves me towards my vision. This is who I want to become. Aligned discipline is sustainable, forced discipline is temporary. Small, consistent efforts, actions build real discipline. Discipline isn't built through massive effort, it's built through small, repeatable actions. Actions like 10 minutes of focus, one aligned decision, one boundary honored, one habit repeated, one step taken. Consistency compounds, intensity collapse. Rest is a discipline too, and do not feel guilty when you have to rest. Honor it when you deserve a rest and when your body calls for it. You cannot build discipline if you don't build recovery. Rest isn't laziness, it's strategy. Rest allows you to think clearly, create sustainably, perform better, stay grounded, avoid burnout. Rest protects your discipline, it protects you, it protects all that you are aiming for. Your identity shapes your discipline. You don't stay disciplined because you force yourself. You stay disciplined because you see yourself as someone who follows through. You honor your word, you honor yourself. Identity based discipline sounds like I'm someone who honors my commitment. I'm someone who takes care of my energy. I'm someone who takes care of my space. I'm someone who shows up consistently. I'm someone who respects myself. When your identity shifts, your habits follows. Discipline without burnout requires boundaries. You cannot stay disciplined if everything has access to your time, energy, and attention. Boundaries protect your focus, your creativity, your emotional bandwidth, your growth, your goals, your future. Boundaries and restrictions, they are reinforcement. Take a breath. Build discipline that supports your life, not consumes it. Take a breath, think about the areas where you've been pushing too hard, forcing too much, or expecting perfection. Think about the places where your discipline has turned into pressure instead of progress. Now imagine building discipline that feels supportive, sustainable, and aligned. Ask yourself, what is one small consistent action I can take today that builds discipline without draining me? Choose it. Let it strengthen you because real discipline doesn't burn you out, it builds you up. This is Elevate Daily with Lucy. I love you and stay consistent building your life on the platform of discipline.